Something about today just doesn't feel right. But I just can't tell what it is. Wait. What day is it today? Monday. I fucking hate Mondays!
I hate Monday, 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 I hate
Good Monday morning. It's Javier Fresco in the building with Fredo IV Live. Miss
Yo.
Lily.
Hello.
This is I Hate Monday, a podcast for niggas who ask for loose cigarettes on Tuesday. Don't be laughing. Why y'all laughing?
Why just Tuesday?
Why not every day?
Y'all all know. Well, y'all probably don't know. I know a whole bunch of niggas that ask for loose cigarettes on Tuesday.
On Tuesdays.
Yeah.
That's just the day to do it.
How much they sell loose cigarettes for? Just one?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
It's against the law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're going to start this show out, man, on a more serious note. Since the last time we did a show, rapper XXX Tentacion has been killed, and Joe Jackson died, man. I want to say rest in peace to Triple X and Joe Jackson.
Indeed. Rest in peace.
It's crazy, though, because Joe Jackson was, like, painted as one of the worst dads in America for the longest time, and now everybody's like, oh, he's such a loving father, and this, that, and the third. It's like, it's crazy it's crazy how people go from one extreme to the next when somebody dies.
Well, I think it's everybody's always going to have an opinion as to how you're parenting. And, people will see the way you'll parent, the way any of us would parent, and they'll have a critique. Whether even a little spanking, to them, that's child abuse.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you're too lenient, or you're not, like, in the middle, you're not, so...
I feel like the Jacksons got everything that every black kid in America got at their time.
Yeah,
it was just on blast.
I know my grandmother used to beat the shit out of the kids.
Yeah.
I just know it.
And plus it was a different time. And if you see, there's several interviews with not only Michael Jackson but all the other kids as well. Like that they acknowledged that Gary, Indiana, wasn't exactly the safest place. And so you had to, like, Joe Jackson had to have a tight stranglehold on the kids.
None of them went to jail.
But exactly, none of them went to jail. Without Joe Jackson. Right or wrong, there is no Jackson 5s. There is no The Jacksons. Yeah. There's no Michael Jackson's career, Jermaine's career.
That's true.
Janet Jackson.
Talking about the king of pop. This is just an iconic family.
Like, so right or wrong, I mean, in the end, you gotta look at it this way. The man was a human being. He was a grandfather. He was a dad. He was a son.
He was a husband.
The husband. The family lost a patriarch, and right now I think we should respect that and send our condolences and understand that in the end they're gonna defend him without any regret, because that is their daddy, that is their granddad.
Right.
Exactly. So at this point the family really can care less what anybody else thinks about him, because they know the man who he is, and he might have changed as he got older, like, just like a lot of hard parents, they kind of soften up to a certain extent, especially for grandkids.
Yeah.
So yeah, to the actual, like, sons and daughters, he might have been really, really strict and really, really, tough on them, but to the grandkids, he could have been like this pushover, like, exactly.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I mean, it's, in my personal opinion, I think that, I think it's a big loss for their family, and a lot of people don't give him the credit that he kind of deserves. Yeah. And I may get shit for it, but that's my opinion. Yeah. So
it's like the internet has no chill, though, because I've seen so many memes.
Yeah.
Like, I seen the meme with Michael Jackson's like, you in heaven having a good time, your dad walk in. The internet has no chill. I just want to say, y'all need to chill.
Yeah.
Just chill. Let these people mourn.
Yeah, exactly, man.
It's got to be a code to this shit written. Like, you got to stop something with this shit.
People are too desensitized to everything.
Yeah,
they just don't care.
Everything a joke. And everything is just, it's so instant and it's so gone, like, so soon. It's like, okay, I guarantee you this time next week we'll be talking about somebody else. Hopefully we won't, but we'll be talking about something
Hopefully
totally different.
But yeah.
That'll
No,
overshadow
the
all
memes
this
come
shit.
out as soon as they announce the death. Like somebody
It's
own
like,
it. Like,
damn, it's like they got a meme
Yep.
factory somewhere.
I'm saying,
posting
somebody
this
getting
shit.
paid for that.
Somebody is. But so we gonna move. Today starts. Sunday started the first day of free agency in the NBA. Paul George just signed back to OKC. Chris Paul just signed a big ass deal with the Houston Rockets. Where y'all think LeBron going? Ain't you a LeBron fan?
I'm a diehard.
Or you a
fan.
Cavalier?
No,
you just a
strictly
LeBron.
LeBron.
Fan?
Yeah.
Where you think he gonna go?
The
Where
problem
you
with
wanna-
I
this
have no
generation.
idea, but wherever you go, I'm going. That's all I got to say.
You like Shannon Sharp?
Look,
SMH.
look. I can't help it. I watched this man dunk when I think I was in 7th grade, so he was probably 9th grade or something. But I watched him dunk on a YouTube video, and I was like, that's it. Like, I've been a diehard fan since then.
Really?
It's been it.
So
That's all you had to do.
don't you
I
have a
was
good
like,
Shannon Sharp
what?
impersonation?
I know.
No, I thought you did.
y'all seen that meme with him sitting there talking
did.
about waiting to see what team we going to? Yep.
He's an
Man.
avid LeBron fan though.
He
I
can
don't know,
dress though. Look,
He do,
he was
yeah, he
sharp.
clean his head.
I know one thing's for sure. Sure as not going back to Cleveland because he's not even wanting to talk to them.
I don't know, bro, because
Like,
the way things
He's
are
acting the
shaping up-
same way that he was acting with Miami. He did not want to
Maybe
speak
he's
to
just keeping
Cleveland.
his options open, which he's allowed to do.
He
No,
knows he can go back to Cleveland.
I'm not.
He
I'm
can
not
always
saying.
go home.
I'm not saying at this point like the. I'm not saying that's bad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like he does have the right to go to any team that he wants,
Yeah.
Right.
and he has the ability to.
He does.
I'm just saying
You gotta
that
look at the
at this
numbers.
point you can't be upset. Like last time, the way he went about it, I think he could have gone a different route with not having the decision, and
Yeah.
and he even agrees that he's not going to have that anymore. Like this time
Yeah.
around, but at the same time, it's a different story because he did what he came there to do the first time around. He won them a championship.
Yeah.
The team. He did his best to keep them relevant, and the team did not do anything
Yeah.
to
They
help
didn't
him
really
out.
Help him out.
So at this point, you can't be upset with LeBron wanting to leave.
No.
I don't blame LeBron wanting to leave. I think that, obviously LA's a big option for him. There's a little talk here and there about possibly even him teaming up with Popovich with San Antonio Spurs because he has a good relationship with Coach Pop. So
Do you still
but I don't-
go
but
to LA
I-
without Paul George going there now.
I think that because of LA being LA, you know what I mean? Like the market, and not only the market, but the history with that team.
Can he win right now?
I don't think he can. If he's wanting to win right now, LA's not the team
It's
for him
not the team.
because Ball just I think tore his he had a
MCL.
MCL. There we go. Yeah. So
Wow.
you see, so there's
I mean, you can recover from that. They got enough time. The season just ended, so
Yeah.
he can recover and he can be healthy.
he can.
But what
but-
else do you throw in that mix? And
Exactly.
down?
Like
Yeah.
who's
I don't think
who's out there
Spurs
right
gonna
now?
let Kawhi go.
They say they want to get Boogie. Boogie's their last hope.
I mean,
Again,
I can see
LeBron.
that, but still, you still need some Boogie to that dude. But I would love to see Boogie stay. and-
Kawhi Leonard's not staying with San Antonio. I as much as I would like him to stay with San Antonio, he's not going to because his camp has already told San Antonio that we're out. So San Antonio has already been talking to Boston. They've already been talking to LA. So I think that if where Kawhi Leonard goes, there's a good possibility LeBron goes. Because I think if LeBron and Kawhi Leonard, oh man, Kawhi Leonard's a damn good player. If them two were to team up,
Yeah.
that's championship caliber team right
But
there.
you always got to think about, okay, no matter where he goes, the end game is you got to beat the Warriors, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
They already reloading. I heard they're trying to get Jamal Crawford. You know,
But I heard
Evans.
see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Shooters. Like you
But
can't.
didn't
have two
Durant
superstars.
exercise his free agency?
No, he
Or
resigned.
he resigned?
Yeah.
He resigned? Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's the Warriors. You got to beat the Warriors.
Yeah.
So where do you go? I think his best chance to even contend would be somewhere like Philadelphia, somewhere like Boston.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To contend.
He's not going to Boston.
He
Oh,
ain't
Kyrie
going to
Irving?
Boston 'cause
Nah.
Kyrie there.
He's not going to Boston.
They not.
Yeah.
Kawhi has the best chance of going to Boston.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I don't want to see him go to Boston, to be honest with
I
you.
don't either. I don't think you need to follow Kyrie.
No.
You need to
Kyrie's.
follow
Nobody needs to follow Kyrie. Kyrie
think
thinks
that
that the Earth's
relationship's
flat.
done.
So.
It is flat.
His
No,
hoop is
bro.
good, though.
Here we go.
I ain't seen it yet.
His movie was good though.
Y'all seen Uncle Drew?
It was good.
I see.
I was wondering about that.
I want to see if it was gonna be funny or not.
I gave it a positive review. It was really good. It
Was it okay?
That's dope. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Previews look
Just for the record, the Earth is not flat.
It is. Speaking of reviews, Drake just dropped his new album. 2-sided album called Scorpion.
83 songs.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of different from Good Music. They've been dropping 7 songs with each album
Right.
they drop. And I really appreciate that format because it's not too much music. It's not a whole bunch of filler songs.
And you just
Right.
take your time on those.
Yeah, and
I understand that.
you can have a theme and it goes over a lot more concise. I feel like when there's that many tracks. But Drake album, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm an avid Drake fan.
Me too.
I feel like he missed me with this album. I really do.
Now, why do you feel like that?
I can't agree with that.
I mean, outside of songs he's
Is that
already
juice?
got on radio, not too many other songs on the album I really just rock with like that. I think the B side is a little bit better than the A side. It's a couple. I mean, maybe it'll grow on me.
I mean,
Now-
I think people get so when people drop albums, people get so in tune to you either have to like it or don't like it right when it comes out.
Yeah.
There's a such thing as, like you said, it grows on you. You
Yeah.
just got to take the time to listen to it because you'll go back and you keep going through it and you might hear something you didn't hear the first time or
Yeah.
you might actually appreciate the song that you was pressed next on when you
I
first heard
just
it.
So,
Like,
so
just gotta
do
take
you
your time
feel
for
like
it.
he just like
Let it marinate.
found a formula for like the past couple albums and just stuck with that formula and
I
because
feel like
did
when
he
Drake
miss
make
like the
music-
train to do something else like because there's certain artists that every album is kind of like different and in a good way but because they're always pushing their boundaries, pushing limits, seeing what they can get away with and seeing what works and what doesn't. And do you think he's just in his personal bubble to where everybody's like, this, you're the greatest, Drake,
Well,
you're
I think-
this or you're that, and then
I
you
think
just sticks with
honestly,
it?
as listeners, with all this Pusha T drama that's been surrounding Drake,
People were ready.
I think
to
we
hear
was ready for something more heavy along those lines in terms of a response. He did a couple responses on this particular album, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like Pusha T was hitting hard, and I think all of our expectations were like through the roof, considering the
But
situation.
their styles are so different. I just feel like it's such a hard comparison when you do something like
I mean,
that.
it's
Their
not
styles are
even,
so
it's all about
different.
the contrast. It's all
mean,
about the
yeah,
contrast. But you,
Style's going to be different, but at the same time, if you're going to do this with against somebody else, I mean, you're doing it to yourself because you're living this I guess disagreement or beef that you have between the artists.
Right.
You're living it out in the public eye, so people are they see one, like Pusha T says one
always
thing, and
the
then
comparison.
Yeah,
what's
it's
Drake
gonna-
gonna
it's gonna
say,
be
and what's
ongoing.
Drake gonna do, and
When he
what's he
gonna
gonna
respond,
do?
yep.
Exactly, and then
So-
so you're hyping it up.
Right.
Sorry, you're hyping it up, but and then you deliver this, and
And it's like,
with Fresco, you're a huge fan of his, so you had this expectation, but to an average fan, they're like, oh wow,
But I mean,
You know what I
I
mean?
understand that the beef and all that stuff was squashed prior to the release, and I really feel like he put this album together prior to
All of that
Pusha
coming
T,
out.
all that going on. So the production is solid. You
Yeah.
know, it sounds good, but I just feel like Drake ain't. I put it like this. This is what I was about to say. When Drake make music, Drake make Drake music. Drake is a brand, you know. So you know what to expect from him, but at the same time, there was a time when Drake would kind of wow you with something different. A lot of times Drake would create his own wave, or he'll step into the wave of whatever is going on and then make it
Turn
his
it his
own.
own,
You know what I'm
flip
saying?
it.
Yeah. So that's what I was looking for with this particular album. I feel like this is like Thank Me Later. It's like his previous projects. I don't feel like it's any
Like an
different from
extension
Yeah.
Right.
of the regular projects.
Exactly.
I think I liked a lot of the beats for the songs that we did here. I think I liked a lot of the beats, a lot of the style of it. But his rapping style does sound the same as some of the other ones. And I'm a diehard fan too. I mean, I've been listening to him since way back in my college days. And for most people, you might think, oh, that's not that long ago. But we're all old.
Yeah,
We're all really old.
39.
Not 39,
Yeah,
40. About 40,
I thought you were like
45.
42.
No, I'm 39.
Oh,
Oh man,
okay.
you're
That's
good
close.
looking 39, 42 guy, you know?
Black don't
You
crack.
didn't go.
Yeah, apparently not. But
You would know. I'm just.
so
He also
you've been a
don't-
fan
also
since
don't sunburn.
Jimmy since he was acting in that one show. What was it called? Degrassi. He was,
Degrassi.
The grass, the grass.
Jimmy's on the wheelchair.
Man, look, Also, though, speaking of, I guess, young money type
Cash
business,
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, since we did our last show, Lil Wayne has won his
case.
legal case.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to
Yes.
Lil Wayne.
Good job for that, man.
It's
Guy
been a
needs
minute.
the guy
It's been
needs to
like
release music. He's
2013,
Yeah.
2014, something like
and-
that is when they started the case.
and this guy is responsible for a lot of careers that are going on right now. So
He was responsible for a lot in the music industry as a
He
whole.
really is.
But it's
he
like,
really is.
helped out Drake.
I feel like what Pusha T say though, there's no way in his life, well, where he is in his life, that he should still be doing shows to fund his lifestyle. You know, Lil Wayne is an iconic rapper, and I think a lot of the younger generation don't really appreciate Lil Wayne for what he is and what he's done for
I
rap
agree to
music.
that.
I mean, there was a
'Cause,
time
man,
when
our college days,
you couldn't.
every song on
Yeah.
the radio. What? He
It's
was
like-
on everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
He is
There's-
exactly what Drake was right now.
Yeah.
You on
Exactly.
everybody's song, your album.
Everybody
Talk
wanted
about
him.
a formula. I think
Yeah.
that's what Drake is following, the
Yeah.
Lil Wayne formula, because
I think he still has a helping hand in his music and everything.
Right.
yeah.
There's no way he doesn't.
I'm
right
I'm
now.
just glad that his hands are untied now. Like that he can actually
He's free to do
start
what he wants.
Because
Carter 5. He can
Yeah.
release that if he wants, or he can
Yeah.
just scrap it and do a new
I
album.
don't think he gonna scrap it, bro.
I think,
he's gonna come
well,
out.
it
He
was
might
such a
revise
big
it.
deal when it happened. If all y'all remember, like he tweeted something about how, like right when it happened, that people were like, "Well, why didn't you release it?" Because he missed the release date. Why didn't you release the album? And all he could say is like, "My hands are tied. Baby and Cash Money are telling me I can't let this album out." And so he's mad about it, and he's basically saying they were snuffing his creativity. They're keeping him from doing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's so true. Like now he has that freedom to do what he wants
Yeah.
to do.
But
And
I don't know if y'all remember this though. A couple years ago, Lil Wayne said he would probably retire around 35,
Yeah.
and it's around about the age he's at now.
yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah. He's a little bit older than this.
Do you think
Yeah.
because of the amount of time in the
This
business that he's missed, do you think he might
just
extend it?
revitalizing. I hope,
Because
I mean, you gotta look at, bro. You got people like Jay-Z, and they damn near.
But
50
Jay-Z
years
knows
old.
how to keep reinventing himself.
And Wayne do too.
Oh,
though.
I'm not saying that
Yeah.
he don't. I'm just saying, like, even when he falls off, he comes back with something harder. Like, he always knows how to come up with something
really-
to push his creativity.
I feel like he's one
and
of
to
Wayne's
move himself
mentors
different.
right now.
I think,
And I think
Yeah.
that'll rub off most
Maybe.
definitely. And I think he'll realize now, especially with the time off, he ain't gotta stop making music no time
Nah,
soon
man.
just because of an age.
And it's not that
You can-
he probably hasn't even been making music. He just ain't put nothing out because
That's
he
what
can't,
it is.
because they've been legally tying his hands.
I-
Anything he put out, Cash Money was about to make money on it, and they wouldn't release it. So
I just hope that they don't do what they did to I don't hope that they don't do to Lil Wayne what they did to Outkast. That if he's going to have like this come out party, this whole like, I'm gonna do a big show. It's gonna be something that's nobody's ever gonna forget. He has to be in front of the right crowd. He has got to be in front of his fans.
Hell yeah.
He's got to be, because that's what happened. That was what went
When they
wrong
did
with
Coachella, huh?
at Coachella, is that people didn't know. Like, yeah,
They
you had
weren't
young
ready.
kids that
They weren't
knew
ready.
who Outkast was, but all they knew was Hey Ya.
Yeah.
All they knew
All
was
the poppy
Roses.
songs.
So that when they were trying to get into it, nobody
They
was
didn't work
responding
out.
because they weren't in front of their fans. They have to be and that's why Andre 3000 was like, we're not going to do this anymore because it's a young man's game. It's not.
He's been done.
You know,
It's-
it's crazy because I talked to.
I think
Andre
if they
3000's
would have
mom.
had the right show, maybe had it in Atlanta, maybe take it back to where it had started,
to your roots.
and I think if they had the right show with the right reaction, you would still be seeing something from
I think it's a
Outkast.
little bit different though, because Lil Wayne's fan base is a lot broader than what Outkast was. Like Outkast, the Love Below and Speaker Box album was like that crossover album for Outkast.
Oh, yeah, most
Turned
definitely.
a lot of white people onto Outkast, right? Lil Wayne has had a large white audience for quite some time, so I don't really think it matters.
That's true.
I don't really think it matters what audience, it is with him. But I will say in the creative space, like I was saying, I spoke to Andre 3000's mom a couple years before she passed away, actually. Man, she was saying that Dre was like, he didn't really know, like you said, as a young man, he was like, I don't know what my fans want. And I'm like, shit, we just want Dre. The true fans, your true fans want what you bring to the table.
Ex-
Your
and
creativity.
Period.
Line.
By
And I
far,
think Lil
he's
Wayne
one
will
of
do
the
that.
best to have ever done it, in my opinion, because just the creativity, the fear of not not giving a crap like what he does, how he dresses, how he approaches the music.
Yeah.
I still remember an interview when before the Speaker Box Love Below album came out. He's doing an interview and he's like, because he's talking about the contrast between his album and Big Boy and
Oh, they were different.
and him going into the recording studio and just like approaching the mic and he's just like and just walking to it and then he starts singing Hey Ya.
Right,
and people
yeah.
are just like
And it becomes
what?
one of the biggest damn
exactly.
hits.
Yeah.
But now that I hear that about what you said his mom had said, it
Now this was
You-
after
you
all
could-
of that though.
yeah, no, you can understand what his hesitation was. You know, as far as like because are they gonna like this or what? But hats off to him. He did his thing, and that's why I'm hoping for Lil Wayne is that he doesn't abandon what made him great,
made him Lil
and
Wayne.
How much
that's
was
taking
the
risk.
I believe he asked for like 51 million somewhere in there, but I think he got like a 10 million or something like that. But still, you won the case. You know,
won the case.
what
You
he
got
really
10
wanted
million.
was his freedom. He
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
the papers to say, "I am not an artist of Cash Money. I am my own agent. I can do whatever I want to do with my music, my creativity, and you can't tell me what to do with it and when to release it or when not."
And
So,
then
Yeah, and
I
it's-
feel like
yeah.
now everybody been waiting on Carter 5.
oh man,
When he drop it,
it's gonna be crazy.
oh my god.
Yeah. And it's just like his lawyer said, he's his own man now, so that's good.
Straight
That's what he wanted to be.
Speaking of somebody owing somebody money, Damon Dash just came down on Lee Daniel for about $2 million.
Yeah.
Where was Lee Daniels at on this point?
I think he was at a, was he at a, some
Uh,
people
was it-
saying a baptism.
A
I thought it was-
baptism. Somebody said
A
concert
I
thing.
thought it was Diana Ross. concert.
Diana Ross
Look.
could have been at that baptism.
It could have been both.
It was too big
I'm
to
just
be
saying.
just a baptism though.
I just seen the little
There's a lot of
stage. We
people.
only
There's
the
a-
video. You only see the little stage.
Some
so
of
I don't
those
know about
churches
nothing
can
else.
be like
This is true. He could've
venues
been
and
at a
everything.
major
So I'm just saying,
That is true.
could have been one of those celebrity churches.
I go to one of them type of churches and they did a baptism outside. They baptized like 400 people. So I don't think it was like a baptism. I don't know. Unless they just did it specifically for Lee Daniels. Either way, Dame Dash pulled down on bro, said, "Bro, what my money?" And
It
bro
was all
like,
recorded.
It was all recorded. And bro was like, I'm
Very
gonna call
public.
you.
Yeah.
Dang,
Gonna
I'm
work
gonna
it
call
out,
you.
bro.
Especially,
work this out.
especially it being so public like this. I mean, he can't not just not give this guy his money anymore.
Yeah, at this
yeah.
point,
there's-
at this point, everybody knows.
Exactly, lawsuit or not, if the lawsuit is still going on with this video alone and him saying, "I'm going to get you your money," lawsuit's over.
Oh yeah.
I
That's
know.
over.
You already agree.
And
Actually,
he admitted to the fact that he knows
Exactly.
he owes
That
him money.
I know I'm wrong on this. I'm going to get you your money. Don't
I know
worry.
I'm wrong.
I know.
It's over.
If I'm Lee Daniels' lawyer, I'm like, dude, what?
Thank you.
Yeah, but a
Jesus.
good enough lawyer can spin that too. So
Well, actually,
I don't mean
they
that.
actually their lawsuit was already settled, and Dame Dash already won it, and Lee Daniels was supposed to pay a percent of Empire and everything that Lee Daniels was already supposed to pay him a percent, and he just never did. Still,
So-
that's a
Oh,
bigger
wow.
problem now.
But you can win
I thought-
settlements and never pay them.
Yeah.
Like,
So
That's
People don't-
definitely
just
true.
'cause you say
People
you
can
won
file
the
for
settlement
bankruptcy
doesn't
and be
mean
like,
anything.
all right, I'm
Yeah.
filing bankruptcy.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Don't mean
just
nothing.
bull.
Either way,
Okay.
if people don't know what we're talking about, Lee Daniels made Precious. He's the director of Precious. That was his first movie, and first big movie, I guess. Dame Dash loaned him $2 million to do the production, and it blew up. And basically, it made Lee Daniels' career. So a lot of people are basically saying that you owe this person. We all agree. You owe this person.
Just
You
pay the money.
Pay him the money.
Pay
Pay him the money,
Yeah, just-
and don't be disrespectful about it. And say you're gonna talk to this
And I
man
don't
about
think
it
a
and
lot of
don't do
people
it.
understand. So Damon Dash is the type of guy. A lot of people might think he broke, but Damon Dash
No,
is
he
the
has
type
money.
of person
Yeah.
that come across money, but he put his money to work. It's
Right.
working money. And that's when he
Right.
was saying that's working capital. Which means it's like I had this money, but I invested this into you so I can get my
Right,
return.
because I believed in
Right.
your
Yeah,
project
and
and
not
what you
only
had to
that,
do, your vision.
It was an opportunity for black entertainers or people who are in that industry to build up their own
right.
company and not having to go.
Mm-hmm.
And Lee Daniels is taking deals from every major white corporation or film company that there is right now.
Right.
So I think it was a gesture to say, okay, man, we can support each other. Let's
Mm-hmm.
support black dollars, black business, let's build together. And Lee Daniels just betrayed him all the way to the left.
Right.
Won't
Once he
give him
got
his
that
money.
come up, he just forgot where he came
He
from.
won't give him his money back,
Right.
and he doing all this
You're
stuff.
not,
He
you're not
even
answering
worried about
calls, and this has been going on for years. This isn't just like something. Precious came out forever ago.
Yeah.
Like I don't even.
long ass.
Yeah. So
Was
yeah,
it? I was gonna say like
10 years, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's 10 years. He said he's been
Jesus.
ducking for a decade.
Yeah.
It's been going on for 10 years. So he finally pulled down on his ass. 10
I mean, my
years
sister owed me
later.
like $20 from like 5 years ago.
Right.
I can't imagine.
I can't
$2
imagine
million.
going.
I think it's time to wrap that
Honestly,
off. Okay, it's family.
I can't imagine
No.
going 10 million, 10
Nah,
years.
$20.
That's how
$10.
people be owing you. No.
Go donate.
Man, look.
I'm just saying.
No,
I
but
don't understand how you wait that long. How you even duck somebody that long for $2 million, bro?
this is not right.
You
Yeah,
gotta
especially
come see me,
like
bro.
how you just said, like he's the guy that makes his money work for him. You
Yeah.
know, and
So that's
expected a
$2 million
return.
of working capital out of your pocket.
Exactly.
10
And
years.
That's a
yeah.
lot of money, man.
I don't know. I'm gonna have
No
to agree
return
with
on
Miss
investment.
Lely here. I think that there's got to be some sort of. I know if even if he just wants his interest, he's got to get more than that. He's got to.
You pay the interest now.
You pay,
Sorry.
yeah.
$2 million plus 10 years.
What's that show Lee Daniels got on TV?
That shit trash, huh?
We're not finna talk about this, and you're not
What's
finna
that?
joke because you lying.
That's
You
right.
know the name.
What's the name of it?
It's
Kingdom?
isn't it Power?
Palace?
Power?
No, he said
Something like
Power.
that.
Some bullshit.
Empire.
Monarchy?
Oh, Empire. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it is. Empire.
Trash.
Lee
See, I
Daniels-
do recall whenever
Trash.
it first came out, you were all about that show.
You know what though, bro? I watched like season. I think I watched like 2 seasons of Empire,
The first season was great.
but it just got
Redundant.
not even that. It just started pushing some shit that I just went with. So that's why I like to watch Power. Power just came back
Yes,
on
sir.
the Stars Network.
Mm-hmm.
Came back on Sunday, and to me, Power's way better than Empire.
By a
For
lot.
one, they don't push agendas that I ain't with, and it's just a dope ass show. I actually saw episode 1 of this season, and the plot thickens. I don't really want to play spoiler. Y'all never seen Power, huh?
We
I seen the
watched
first
some.
How
season.
much of it have you watched?
I only
First,
watched a few episodes.
first season for
But
me.
you watched
Seen
the whole first season.
You only
Yeah.
watched a couple episodes in the first season, or just like a couple?
first
of
season.
Okay.
I would
It
see
was like the first 4.
what happened was that I had Stars, and then
My money got robbed.
all of it
Well, your
was
bank
just
account set up?
it's just the way it was set up and stuff.
Netflix
I
was
lost
set
I lost Stars. I couldn't find it. I went searching for it, and long story short, I got it back again. So I might start watching it again.
No, you're
Yeah,
not.
you got a long way to go, bro.
Yeah.
But
How-
season
How many
1
seasons?
How many seasons has
season 5
been?
right now.
Season 5.
So you got to catch up, bro.
Should I rewatch season 1 or should I
You
just?
gotta watch
long-
it.
At
If
the
it's
end
been
At
too
the end of
long, you need
season
to watch
2,
the
they
whole thing.
basically recap. At the end of every season, they recap it.
I mean,
pretty well.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
they do.
Okay.
when I started season over, I just
So
watched
so what you're saying is I should watch the first episode every season up to the.
instead of
Hell
just
nah.
watching the whole
It's-
thing.
Hell
He just
nah.
said it gives a good
You gonna
recap.
miss everything.
Everything.
bro.
Okay. Okay.
You gotta watch it though. Anybody who has not started to watch the series Power, you gotta go and check it
You
out.
promoting for 50 Cent now?
Right.
I ain't promoting for 50
So-
Cent.
Sound like-
I'm just promoting what I like to watch.
I believe his name
All
is
I watch
Curtis.
is ESPN, NFL Network, and Power. That's it.
This $50 right here.
Right.
Trying to tell y'all. But compared to Empire, hands down, man, Power wins. Hands down. Straight up. You got something you want to say about Power, bro?
What am I cup
Nah,
of tea?
I just think this season, from what we got from episode 1, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy
See,
again.
episode 1,
It's
let you know.
unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna
You
happen.
don't know what's finna happen. It just lets you know how lit this whole season finna be, bro. I cannot wait till next week.
Yeah.
See the next episode. For real though. So that's about all we got for this week's episode. If you like our discussion topics, please do us a favor. Hit subscribe and click the bell so you
Like,
become a part of our notifications club and
Yes.
you'll never miss an episode. Also, independent artists, if you got any music, man, please submit your
Yes,
music.
submit.
had a
Yes, we
bunch
wanna
of music
support
from
it.
all over the place last season. We want you to submit your music so we can play it on the show. Last show we played New Jack Fresh, Taylor on our Father's Day episode. The email is ihatemonday.submissions@gmail.com. And also, if you have any questions, you want to be part of our Q&A, submit those questions to ihatemonday.qa@gmail.com. All right.
It's very important for you guys to be involved with the conversation because this is so much. Our topics revolve all around what you guys want to hear about. So definitely, we want to see what the audience wants.
Exactly.
If you
We're
got
open to
anything,
any topics.
Any topics, nothing's
throw 'em
off
out there,
limits. We're
right?
willing to talk about
if
everything
we say
and
something that
anything.
you don't agree with or that you do agree with,
Exactly.
comment that shit.
Let's
Yeah.
debate. Yes.
Let's get the conversation going. Exactly.
Let's get it.